welcome to the Ugly Blog. Thank you for checking us out, and I got a privilege to have with me Win Griffin, and Win has flown down from Seattle, and he's going to interview me about my upcoming book. Win actually is a publisher that's been gracious enough to accept Ugly and the challenge of Ugly, making it look readable. And Harmon Press is his publishing company, and so I've given him permission to ask me whatever. Win, have at it, baby. Whatever you want to ask me is fine with me, and
cool,
we'll have some fun.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that. I thought I'd start by saying that I didn't know who you were, and I was sitting with Bert Wagner.
Bert's the national leader of the Vineyard.
Right, and I was sitting with him, and he said, I was reading this crazy book on a plane, and I couldn't stop laughing. And as a publisher, my ears picked up, and I said, so who's the author? And he said, Jamie Stilson. I said, okay, who is that? And he said, well, he's a pastor of Vineyard down in Southeast Florida. And I said, well, that's nice to know. But why are you telling us the story? And he said, well, he's trying to get it published. And that hooked me. And then, as you recall,
you hunted me down.
I hunted you down and asked you, did you have a publisher? And you were on your journey to find one. And inch by inch, it all came about. And so here we are.
I think God was in connecting us together. So I'm grateful for Bert. And by the way, he did read the book, and a few days later called me, which I'd never received a call from him in my life, though we know each other, but he's the national leader, and I'm just a local pastor. And he called me to say, Jamie, I got some tough news for you. I'm going to have to kick you out of the Vineyard. And I'm like, Bert, what's going on? What's the problem? He said, that book you gave me to read, he said, it was so funny. I was reading it on the plane. He said, I fell out of my seat and I hurt body parts. I was laughing so hard. So gratefully, he was just kidding, and I'm still in the Vineyard. And
you tell that story at the front end of your book.
Yes, I do. It was a meaningful, not just that I made the national leader fall out of the seat, but one of my heart passions is to encourage young or old leaders that have been in the trenches and faithfully serving the Lord. And one of my hopes and prayers for the book is that it can be, as Jesus said, if we just give a cup of cold water in His name, that it'll be a blessing and refreshing to others as they read it. And so seeing that it was able to bless Bert, refresh him a little bit, I felt good inside that it was serving one of the purposes that I'd hoped that it would be just a breath of fresh air and some encouragement and a cup of cold water.